Hello everyone. All right. Having my breakfast. Not very good. I've already had my peanut butter pizza. Right. I found it. I did a search around the floor under my little table there, and there it was. But I've got the template on this one and I'm getting used to it, so right. Here we go. Continuing my Diamond Art Studio, Wonky Circles in Space, apparently. Let's find that symbol. Yeah, most trickiest of symbols to find. Should we see if we can get a bit closer? Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Nope, we were close. Okay. Right. It's a bit grubby. So's this. Oh well. C'est la vie. Alright, I've got my tea here, but it's way too hot to drink. So for the first one, I'm going to pour into my little cup. Because then it will cool down quick and at least I can get one shot in. Alright, let's see. I do like this templacer. Even if I only get like 9 on it. See, the templacer goes in lovely and straight, but sadly the canvas is a little bit too the squares are a little bit too far apart, so ever so occasionally, it's not all the time, but ever so occasionally it won't match up. Right, but I do like it. Oops, let's have another slip. Yeah. Two. And I can still do a small amount in it, which is good. Well, it's Tuesday. We have another sunny day. So it looks like we're having a late summer. I'm not liking it, I have to say. I have, I take it that is the post. Let's go and see what joys they've given me. Or maybe not. Don't think it can be the postman. It's the bloody it's a lot of stuff for the recycling. Do you know what? You put a notice on the door saying please don't give me your crap, because it just ends up, or the letterbox has moved to the recycling bin and they still send it. I mean, look at it all. What a waste. You know, we should have an opt-in I've got an opt out. Apparently I've opted out for this, but I've opted out for this crap about 3 million times, which is all very well, but you still get it through the letterbox, and of course then you don't know whether it's from an individual and not Royal Mail. Because if it's from an individual, there's no way. But I'm pretty certain that's Royal Mail though, because an individual will only usually have one, possibly two, to its to its thing that it posts. And sometimes they're not even allowed that, because the person who hires them to do it says no, you can only just do one, there, one. So yeah, well, it's such a waste, it really is. It annoys me, because it's like that part of recycling, we have no control over it, And we're supposed to try and keep down our waste. And there's no guarantee that the recycling will recycle it either. Because along come their trucks, picks up everything, say cardboard or paper, takes it away to their unit, drops it down, and then say if there is a box or something which has got food residue in, apparently then it can't be recycled. Apparently. So I've heard. Whether that's true or not. But if it is true, then everything then gets binned. I mean, it might go to a furnace or something, but that's still, O2 gases, I think, isn't it? I don't know. I kept thinking about what I can talk about on these Wip and Chats. Now, most people do about their comments, don't they? But I don't get any comments. So that is pretty hard to do. So I end up just waffling on. I keep thinking maybe I ought to have a little box or something with a load of subjects in it. And then at the beginning of each one, I pull out a subject and then waffle on about it. But, I don't know. But I am pleased I seem to have my filming thing sorted out at long last. Last night, oh, great. I managed to, I didn't spill any. I managed to upload and schedule a lot of my, well, the last of my videos on my phone. So I'm kind of up to date on that. I haven't deleted any of them yet because I think I'm going to wait until I have them uploaded, and a lot of them are scheduled. So, each day I will basically delete one video, the one that has been uploaded. So I deleted one today, which was my what was it? It was my cross stitch conversion part 1, the boys, cartoon boys, because that one has been now uploaded. So it's the partial kitting up, basically. It's kitting up what I have got. But I do have to finish more paintings. Have I done that? Right. Yes. So I got to crack on. And I am going to try and I'm going to get it out. But it's a massive project, a massive canvas, and it doesn't fit on the end of my table where I've got my camera, because my camera is on an arm. My phone is on one of those bendable arms which fits to the table, and because of that, my canvas won't fit on the little bit of table that I have left, the big one, because I'm going to crack on and do some more of that, so then I can get that one done, and then I can transfer then the drills that are left over from that onto my Mr. Yay, and then you know, I can do my Mr. Yay. And how I've decided to do those 4 cross stitch conversions, I think I mainly focus on 3 of them. The other one can wait a little bit longer, and that's the one of my daughter's wedding. Not because I don't love her any less, or any more, or whatever the word is, but just because I'm going to be there. Because how I'm going to do it is it won't be up there in the 1, 2, 3 or 4 one. So my working order is the Untamed large one, which I started in, well, no, it didn't start, but I, you know, did quite a lot of it into the in the DIY DP May event, and so I've got that one. That's first, so I keep going. That one will be an ongoing one because I've got all the drills for that. So that one that one will be, you know, I keep doing that one alongside the others. And then Mr. Yay, I've got all the drills for that, so he will be I will continue him in November for the November DIY DP cross stitch conversion event then. And in the meantime, I have the 4 cross stitches that I want to do as well. Now, how I'm going to work the 4, because I haven't got all the drills, I've been using a lot of my spares, so you know, so that will be sort of ongoing. But how I've worked it out is that I will start off with whichever one I've yet to start off with. I thought I decided, but I haven't brought my book downstairs with me, typical, so I can't tell you. So I'll start off with that one, and I'll keep going on that one until I come to the very first colour in that block that I'm doing, because I might get, you know, 4 or 5 blocks done before I find out that, ooh, I haven't got that colour next that I need. And then when that happens, then I will move on to my next one, my next cross stitch conversion, until the same, you know, until I come to the end of that. And that means in the meantime, hopefully I'll either because in between I'm hopefully will be finishing off some more of these kits, and then I'll have a few more of the colours to add to it. And then once I've gone through all 4 of them and I've got to the same situation, obviously by the time, I'm not making this very clear, am I? Clear as mud, you're saying, but so when I've got to the second one and I've gone as far as I can with the second one because I've got lack of drills, then I shall order some drills for those 2 which I haven't got, and maybe some of the, because on some of the paintings I need something like 75,000 drills of one colour, so I'll probably, you know, get a few of those as well, and then I'll continue on, and hopefully by the time I get round to you know, back to the beginning again, because the others would have all run out of their drills, the other drills would have come. That's how I'm hoping. Granted, that is anything's subject to change, but yes. So I think I have a plan, but in theory that's brilliant, but in reality we all know everything can change. Well, I had to kick the cat out again last night. Not outside, but out of my bedroom. Because she then decided, because I had my air conditioning on yesterday, that meant I had to have the window open with my pipe thing, tube thing, cover it, you know, leaning out the window to draw in the air to cool it down. And she jumped from my brother with the Chiagami papers, which I'd neatly put back on again. I knew she was planning it because I could see her. She was doing that backwards and forwards, leaping from the bed onto the brother, onto this other box next to the brother, and then up onto the brother and machine, and then onto the table, and then through the curtains. I think she was trying to make an escape to go outside, but because I had the tube in the way, she couldn't do it. And also, we're on the second floor, but that doesn't usually stop her. She's done that in the past. Before I realised that that's how she got out. So I grabbed her back and she went out into the hallway, and I shut the door. Had to put up with her mewing for a while because she was peed off. And I thought, yeah, well, you and me both, because you're interrupting my sleep by making everything go crashing. You see, I wouldn't mind so much if she did jump up and you know, sit at the window and just look out. I wouldn't mind so much. But the thing is, because I've got no storage in this house, I have lots of things in piles, and I've got nowhere else to sort of put them, literally. You know, yes, I've got things in boxes in piles because, you know, as I say, there's just no proper room for storage. And so I have that. And then what she does then, she'll sit up there and she'll start preening herself, which is all very well. But despite I flea and tick her, you know, give her the treatments for flea mainly, and I do that, you know, I can give her that one day, and within 2 days she's back to square one. So, you know, I need to find a stronger flea bloody thing. And then what she does is, because then she's scritting a lot, she then sits on top of my items and scrits away, and then all her detritus and all her cleaning and perhaps dying or dead fleas come off of her, or even perhaps live ones come off of her and mix in with all my stuff. And I just do not like that. So, you know, I used to put a bloody towel down over everything, but, you know, that wouldn't stop her, because when she jumped, the towel would go flying. And I'm just so fed up of it. And it's like, yeah, this is the downside, because I treat her and flea her and all that kind of stuff, deflea her even. But the neighbouring cats aren't necessarily that up to par with their flea treatment. And so they get in a fight with each other, and before you know it, there's a transfer of bloody fleas. So my cat's giving to them, but they're also giving theirs to my cat. So it's just a swapping of them. And these flea treatments don't work that well. I have tried Frontline. That worked a little bit better, you know, and you're paying for it, obviously. But I've also tried the Bob Martin. And I think, you know, I used to give the Bob Martin tablets, and that worked a little bit better than the Frontline, you know, than the spot-on stuff. But then you do have, you know, trade-off between how many fingers you have left after the incident, because trying to get a tablet down our cats' throats, is half a battle. But, well, we shall see. Waffling on about the cat and its bloody fleas. Managed to do a bit of sorting out the other day. I managed to sort out one bag of rubbish, one small bag for the recycling, and a bag for selling. So the bag for selling I've got to crack on and do. Yeah, and a lot of that is my are my, you know, diamond paintings, the small ones, for which I've got to, you know, unbox on my channel, etc. I mean, some I've kept, obviously, because I want to do them. But they are budget ones, so I don't tend to, I have to really like them, because them being budget ones, sometimes their drills are sort of more on the acrylic and not resin, and they can be a lot worse. No, not necessarily. I've had some budget kits which I've had amazing drills, but it is more hit and miss with them, with those kits. And of course then I want to save the drills for my you know, cross stitch conversions. God, I do like that sound. Click. God, this sunny day, I just don't get it. We've had 3 days now. Is it going to end? I mean, we're actually getting a summer. I thought we'd already had the summer, and it was on a, was it a Wednesday or a Thursday? I can't remember this year. But no. Is this global warming? Because if so, I don't like it. But wow. We'll be on to autumn next and winter time, and I don't mind this side of you know, the calendar, October, November and December, and a bit of January, but it's February and March that I don't like, because I think they are more like the uncertain, you know, weather. Like it can be, and it's a lot colder, obviously. But well, it's yeah, I can tell my flipping whatnot is running out of needs. Oh. Right. Oh, I managed to find a it just popped up on my thing and I went, oh my god, and I of course had to watch into it, and it was one of my Thai dramas, BLs, boys love, because they're funny. And so I started watching it because it's part of one that I've been watching before. It's like a spin-off one from that, and it's come on, I just want one off. And it's It was from Cutie Pie. I think that was what it was, the spin-off from Cutie Pie and Cutie Pie 2. And this one was, what was it called? I can't remember. Can't remember what it was called. But it's the spin-off, and it's following the other two leads. So it's nice when it does that, because the first one was the leads were Z and Yu. They're the main actors' names. I can't remember what it was. Hia Lin and Killen. And so this one is with Kwonjo and Hia, another Hia, because they all seem to be that way. Hia Yi, I think it is. And so I had to watch it because I'd watched the other two. And yeah, but sadly, stupidly, I didn't realise that it's a very new series. So it being a new series, what happens? It's so frustrating, because usually I watch these series when they're like 3/4 already in, halfway through. But no, this one was the first one. So it's right at the very beginning. So I've got none that I can watch, because I like watching like off the bat, you know, them all really, so then I can get a better idea on the on what's going on. But no, because this is the first one, I have to watch the first one. And then of course you have to wait a week before the other one comes. And the way how they do it is they do them in 4 parts. Well, that's how they usually are on it on YouTube. They come in 4 parts. Episode 1, part 1 of 4. Episode 1, part 2 of 4. Episode 1, part 3 of 4. Episode 1, part 4 of 4. And always the last part, 4 of 4, they have a lot of crap at the beginning, and then you just get into it and you think, yes, righty ho. And then you've got like about 3 minutes worth out of the full 20 minutes, and the rest is taken up with the credits and other crap. And you sort of think, no. Ah, dear. But at least I found another one that I can watch and then go, God, that was shit, or that was interesting. Oh, I quite enjoyed that. Or, well, there's a few hours of my life I won't get back. Definitely not as good as me watching The Untamed. Actually, I have to watch that again. I think I'll go back through. I think because I watched so much of it. No, yes, there is some up here. Then it was, I sort of OD'd on it a bit. I mean, let's face it, it's 50 episodes, an hour long roughly, The Untamed. And I probably watched it about 4, 5, 6 times. And in all the time that it's been out, and now it's been out for a fair few years now, 3, 4, 5 years, 4 years. What, 2018, 19? 2018, I think it was. 19. I think we've just had the 4th year anniversary. So either way, and I've probably watched it about, oh God, I don't know, 20 times. Not only that, I've also got the DVDs. So yes, it's God, I do like that big. So yes, I must watch. I feel like I want to watch more of it. Right, let's just bring him down a bit. Yeah, this painting, in one way I like it because it's sort of bright and it's cheerful, but in other ways it's sort of a little bit repetitive. But yeah, oh, my neck. Got to keep remembering to do my exercises, so while I'm sat here I'm like pulling my neck up, and luckily one of the exercises is pulling my neck up and putting my chin down to my chest, so that does very well on this because I have to look down to place the drills. As long as I look up, you know, pull myself up from the neck, so I've got a straight back and I'm taller. But yeah, it hurts. Well, what did I do last night? Yes, so last night while I was uploading my videos to YouTube, I thought, right, okay, let's go and pay some of these bills, because one just kept hassling me and I didn't know why, because I thought, well, I pay you every month, I pay you £10 every month, but recently you've been hassling me, and I don't know, I definitely thought I paid him last month, but they're telling me that I didn't, and that's why they were hassling me. For God's sakes, you know, it's just, you know, I'm usually on the ball. I'm usually, you know, and every now and then I give them more as well when I've got it. And I just thought, God, you greedy little buggers. You know, £10 is what I've got, you know, to pay you. That's what you've been accepting for the past, I don't know how long. And I've been paying you. But of course, because they keep swapping over and other companies buy out the debt and all this kind of stuff, you then get confused as to whether you've updated that one to the new website that they're now wanting, and then change all the details over. But no, I've got it there on the right one, and I've been paying the right one, so goodness knows why. I've decided I'm going to have to do it all on their website in future, because before I used to do it by bill payment through my bank, and that is where it probably would muck up a bit, because that one I have to input the details, and you know, they've been up there now. That could have been from about a few changes ago, but I wouldn't know because it's all bloody numbers, and I'm sure I get a bit of number dyslexia now at times, and so I'm just sort of thinking, oh God, here we go. Oh, missed one over there. And yeah, so I went on there, paid a lot, and then I decided while I was there I'll pay some of my Klarnas, because there was a lot of the Klarnas which I'd already paid up to 2 payments, and there was only one more payment left to go, and they were due sort of within the next sort of 15 days, some earlier. So I paid them, and then I worked out a plan of how I was going to deal with the rest of it. So I worked out how much money I have coming in, and I won't be getting a mobility car just yet because I want to pay these debts off. And then I worked out then that yes, then I've just got my credit cards and my catalogue, which now got 800 quid's worth more on it because of my son's laptop. And yeah, so they will get paid when my Universal Credit comes in. I can always get diamond paintings, that's for sure, because I can always get them through Klarna. Even though they don't accept a lot of, you know, Diamond Art Club, I think, doesn't accept Klarna anymore. I can still get it there because Klarna gives you the option to create a one-time card. So I can always get a diamond painting should I need. What's need? Want to. And I quite like it that way, actually, because none of this long ongoing stuff like you get with credit cards and all that kind of stuff. And that is, you know, Klarna. I'm not sure whether there's interest. There must be interest paid to it, but I don't recall there being so. But either way, maybe it's because you're paying them off in 3 months. Unless it's something like ClearPlay, which is every 2 weeks, which is a little bit scarier. Don't think I owe them any. I'll have to go and double check. I think I paid all them off. So yeah, and then that's it. The bill's done in 3 months. And I like that. I can get my head around that. But I don't know. So I've seen is it Diamonds and Washi, or is it Rachel Ray? Oh, I get so confused because I've been watching both of them, and I can't remember. I think it's Diamonds and Washi actually that have kicked off Drills and Chills. Now I thought Drills and Chills started in October, but apparently, of course, yeah, because the end of October is the culmination of Drills and Chills, isn't it? So yes, so September, October, things are now 2 monthly. So I was thinking of doing that one. I thought, no, I've got too much going on, and I've just, you know, want to do my cross stitch conversions basically, and you know, a couple of these normal ones in between, so I don't get burnout. But yeah, so it's so that was quite interesting. I did like her painting. I can't remember what it was called, but it did have a witch in it, but it was all mainly pinks, and the pinks just looked really nice. And that was I like that. So I might just look at what it is, which painting it is, and just have a look at it. I won't get it because it's not one that I'm desperate for. But yeah, I'm only waiting one more painting, and that's my fairy house from Diamond Art Studio. Right. Oh dear. Right. Let us do. Oh dear. Let us do some blue, white arrows upwards, that one. Right. Oh, look, there's some more of those ones. Didn't see those. Or maybe they were hidden at the time. Oh, my God. Look at that. Love it. that slipped down. Oh, come on. This is very slippy and I don't like, because my hand's having to touch some of it. Oh dear. I'm determined for Christmas. I want the sitting room sorted. I want this sitting room to be cleared and tidy in some semblance of order. When I went into town yesterday, because I decided, when I was doing this painting actually, I thought, Poundland had opened up and Wilko's was closing down. So I thought, right, I'll go to Wilko's and I'll get some last minute sort of sales, you know, things if there are any. And yes, I got a few things. I got, so I can show it you. I got a big chunky scratch pad post for the cat because her other one was thin and it was really naff. And then I got 2 of these, which fits like that. So, you know, they're like those drawers. And what I got these for, I got down from £4 a piece to £3. Yeah, something like that. They were £4 something, and I got them down to £3, I think it was, which wasn't too bad, which I thought was good. Because I got these, because what I want to do is, on one of them, I want to put my blank ones of these, and on the other one, I want to put my, oops, not that, I want to put my full ones, you know, the completed ones of my CA. So I got those. The scratch pad. I got some, oh no, I got that from the other place. No, what else? I got a few other bits and bobs. So that was quite good. And then I went into Poundland, and I wasn't impressed, to be honest. I mean, I got a few things. I got a wooden back scrubbing brush because I wanted one of those for my shower. And what else did I get? I got that. I got a few other bits and bobs, but I also got this freeze spray. I thought I'd try it. I keep wondering whether it's similar to like that biofreeze, which is not antifreeze, but biofreeze, which is that that gel that you rub onto your back or wherever your pains are, your muscles. So I thought I can try some of that. Oh, and I picked up an empty spray bottle as well, like one of those travel bottles. No, did I get that there, or did I get that in Wilko's? I can't remember. But because I want to make some what's it called? Some refreshing face spray. I want some like cooling down fresh face spray. You know. And so then I was online looking at recipes for that. So I think I'm going to make my own. So I just need, a lot of the recipes say boiled water, which I can do, and then it's essential oil and a carrier oil. So I've got a couple of those items in my basket on Amazon. I won't get them just yet. I'll wait, because that fad might suddenly disappear. Oh, I hate it at the moment. My skin feels like it's burning. It's all prickly on the inside. I hate that. Then you just want to immerse in something cold and cool. I was so bad yesterday. They had oh, that's what I got in pound, was it pound? No, it wasn't. It was Sainsbury's, I think. Was it Sainsbury's? Oh, for God's sakes, I can't remember which. And it doesn't matter really, does it? It's it was a large Toblerone, and it was reduced. So it was reduced down to an all right price, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have one of those. And it was the standard chocolate one. Usually I like the white one, but it was the standard chocolate one. And when I got it, I took it home, and I had a couple of chunks on it, and it sort of took me a little while to get used to. I thought, this has changed. This has changed. The recipe has changed because it wasn't as flavoursome as it used to be. And the chunks, they were a bit more closer together than what I remember. I mean, they were quite a lot closer together. You know, it was like the olden times again. And I definitely thought this, even though it said Toblerone, I thought this is a knockoff. This isn't real Toblerone. But that evening, yes, I did eat the whole damn thing, and I really shouldn't have. I was only supposed to stop at a couple of cubes a night, because I'm diabetic type 2. Granted, I'm in remission, but at this rate I won't be in bloody remission long, will I? But sometimes you just, my diet is just so I've got to be careful on so many levels that every now and then I just think, oh, for God's sakes, it's horrible, you know. Because I have, I'm gluten intolerant, so my diet's there is already whatever, compromised or whatever, lessened a lot. And then I'm obviously, you know, type 2 diabetic, so I'm supposed to lessen that down again, not have many of the sweet stuff. And then I have LPR. So I've got to watch out what I have there, which can kick off my LPR. For me, certain foods, tomatoes, onions, and there's a fair few others as well, make me have that issue, which is, for me, it turns into, I get very mucousy in my throat. And I'm having to clear it a lot of the time. And I think I've eaten something yesterday which had something. I bet chocolate was part of it as well. But hey. And then what else? Yes, I have that. And I'm lactose intolerant, I'm sure, as well. Yeah, so I've got to be careful with that. And after a while, you just get so fed up of forever being, you know, not being able to eat this, not being able to eat that, having to check all this label and that label for whether you're allowed it, whether there's something in there or whatever. And every now and then I just say, bugger it. And I just go for it. Because I just want to be human again. I want to be normal. And then, of course, next few days I kind of like suffer a bit for it. I think that's what's happening here, because I'm all phlegmy in my throat. Yeah. And I had that choking fit yesterday, I think, when I was doing some filming and stuff. And oh God, it's just, but you just do it because you just want to be a bit normal. What am I doing? Oh, this is oh dear. It's so frustrating. I really want to watch something while I'm doing this, but I can't film then because I don't want to get copyright strikes and all this kind of stuff. Yes, very sticky. Even I'm sticking to it. Oh dear. But yeah. Definitely the kids are back at school. How they walk along the pavements is just really, I just want to run them over on my scooter, I do. Some young kids, you know, they're secondary school, they're, you know, the high school job. And even they're obviously first years because they're so small, they're so short in comparison to their counterparts. And they're waiting at the crossing, and I'm coming up on my side of the road, the side that they're headed for, and I'm just coming up, and they're not looking at all at whoever's coming up on the roads there. They're just thinking where they are and how they're going to get across and stuff, and you just sort of think, okay. And this one kid who got across quicker because he wanted to beat all the others, because that's what apparently you do when you're that age, and he walked straight in my path, and then he spent ages just sort of oblivious to the fact that I was there, you know, trying to get past him, and he was right in the middle of the pavement. And of course, every time I tried to overtake him or undertake him, because I couldn't get round him any other which way, he'd walk into that space. In the end, I said, I was saying excuse me a lot of the time, and he was oblivious. And then in the end, I hooked my pathetic little horn on my thing, but that did the trick. Yeah, but you just sort of think, oh, for God's sakes, kids. Fucking hell. Watch what you're doing. And then you also get people who walk straight out of shops and don't bother, you know, looking who's sort of coming up on that bit. And it's always left down to the person who's on the pavement and in effect got right of way, if you're going to look at it from that angle, who's always having to dodge out of the way of these pillocks. So you just sort of think, oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, so I was in a bit of a bar humbug mode. Yeah. But well. It's I fancy watching. I'll have to see if it's on YouTube anywhere in the annals of history or whatever. And that is, I fancy watching Five Go Mad in Dorset in the 80s. The comic strip presents did a couple of famous 5 piss takes, basically, and one was Five Go Mad in Dorset, and one was Five Go Mad on Mescaline, I think it was. And they were just so funny, you know, with the gang of Ade Edmondson, Rick Mayall, Dawn French. I can't remember Anne. Who played Anne? Oh, Jennifer Anderson? Jennifer, no. Stevenson? No. Saunders. That's it. Jennifer Saunders. And obviously other cast, which were good. And, oh, yes. I want to watch that. I've decided. I'm going to try and hunt that one out. Oh, no, they've killed Timmy. Never mind, George. We'll get another. So funny. Yes. Oh, Uncle Quentin, you are naughty. So wrong on every level. But so fucking funny. Oh, excuse me. So funny. Yes. I think I've decided, I've got books on my bookcase and I love books, but they're just sat there gathering dust. I think I'm going to get a shot of them. And I'm going to have to work my way through my DVD selection, just keep the few that I really want, and they can go as well. What am I doing here? Which one's this? Oh, it's that one. Oh, great. I've got a whole load on, and I don't need a whole load unless I peel him back. There we go. Yeah, so I should get a shot of that. Oh, I wonder if it's from the sun yesterday, because I usually put an overshirt on, but I couldn't find the one that I wanted. Maybe that's why my skin is all prickly and tingly and feels like it's burning on the inside. But then, having said that, I get that even when it's not been sunny and I've not been out in the sun. Oh, I don't know. I could chase the rainbow. Do you think that's what I should do? No, I'm not going to chase the rainbow anymore. Right, so that's that. And we'll have him there. There we go. There we go. Right, so I'm not going to chase the rainbow. I'm just going to crickle. Why have I pulled him out? I don't need him. It's that one. I think some of these funnels could do, these trays could do with higher bits here along these edges. Because usually I have to do like this and pour it in through there. Okay. Ah, there it is. Let's do D. Get those few done. 1, 3. And now we're going to go back to the nuclear. Yes. So, do you all like the sun, or do you not like it? What do you do to keep cool? I have to say, the only good part about going into the shops yesterday, because I only went into 3, I went into Poundland, Wilko's and Sainsbury's, and the only good thing about them was the air conditioning. Absolutely brilliant. Loved the air conditioning. And how they can get that big a building, you know, cool. Their air conditioning is second to none. Mind you, I've only got a portable air conditioning unit here. So obviously it's not. There we go, it's not the same. I love the air conditioning in a car. It's sort of similar to that same feeling, isn't it? Oh, there. Right. So that goes up there. Oh. I've managed to put my alphabet, because there's more symbols. D. I'm missing D. Which is there. There we go. Right, that one. That one. I've got my pear and my apple ready to have. But oh, just one short. Oh, and now I need one short. Right, okay. Get off. And I'll just do these. So it's a 3 one. You see, how can you stop there when you know? I know some people who go on and do all of that one symbol first, but it's like too much of a canvas that's going to be, you know, uncovered really. Right, yeah. What now? I'm going to do these anchors. I do like these drills. These drills are well spangly. Oh, we're on the wrong way. Such a lovely click. Do you like that click noise, or does it get on your nerves? Some of these are clustered up, so I'm going to have to find a bit of dryer sheet and put it in. I think I'm going to have to do it in singly. This is the problem when you've got a canvas where the squares that you're putting the drills in are slightly mismatched, you know, to the drills that you've got, because you get lots more gaps. And usually by putting in the next sort of rows and filling it up, then it kind of tends to squash them all together. But of course, with a mismatched drill to square ratio, it's you're not going to get that. All right, now I've got that, a little bit of a pounding of the old dry sheet so some of the drier stuff can come out. All right, there we go. Now let's do that H. Right, that's a 6. Then a 4. Look at that. 4. I don't know why I put off doing a bigger one. Certainly gets the painting done a little bit quicker, doesn't it? Right, what am I going to do now? Oops, that's there. I think I'm going to do this one. Up there and there. That's another slurp of tea. Right. Just checking I've got the right amount of so I need a 3 now. Right, he can go back over. Oh, yes. Oh, I've gone all tired again, all sleepy. I felt quite awake earlier. Having food. There. I'm going to do that one next. Hatchy. Was it Roku? I'm determined I have to find this out now. I'm sure it's Hatchy. Right, okay. 8. In Japanese. Yes, it is. I was right first time. Yes, I should trust my instincts. 8 in Japanese. I was teaching my grandson. He's very good. My granddaughter does a bit, but my grandson is the best at this. He knows up to 1 to 10 in Japanese. And I've been adding a few extra bits in between, like kagi, which is key, and hajimeshite, and his name, as in watashi wa, or mind you, he's a boy, so he could do boku, boku wa, I think, or bobu wa, I don't know, can't remember. And so I would be watashi wa katya des. So he can do watashi wa, so that's mainly what I've been teaching him. Boku wa Dominic des. But yeah, Cohen wants to go to the park. Basically, Cohen is park. I did learn the other bit, part to it, want to go to the park, but I can't remember it. It's the problem, use it or lose it is so right. But well, I think I might have to get some more putty in this. Oops. Right, so that's that done. Now what are we going to do? Should we do tea and break it up a bit? It's a nice green tea. Hey, where are we on now? Oh, 1:10. I'm going to have to stop in a minute, I think. I'll finish these teas off, and then I'll stop recording. Because let's face it, all I'm doing is waffling on of nothing important. And, you know, most people end up using these videos as like a podcast, don't they? And if I've got nothing to say, or it's boring, which it probably is, can't do. Might as well stop, mightn't I? But I will continue. So, on that note, I will love you and leave you and ask you to do the big 4, which is to like, definitely like, because that gets my content out there, and more views, and hopefully in turn that will look into more subscribers. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you so very much. I know I've had a couple recently, and I thank them so much. And for my old subscribers, I thank you too. It's amazing. And so like, subscribe, comment, please comment, talk to me, let me know what you're doing, and if you've got a channel yourself, let me know what the channel's called, and I'll go and visit it and you know, watch your content, because I'm all definitely up for all new content that I haven't seen before. And then subscribe, yep, and share with other people who you think might like this content, because it does mean a lot to me. It means the world to me. You know, we're all fighting to get ahead of the world, in the world, not of the world. Makes me sound like I'm out for, you know, world domination. But we're all trying to survive in this world. And, you know, I'm not as fancy as all the others, you know, the majority of other YouTube oh dear, I've forgotten what I was going to say. YouTubers out there. My channel isn't. I'm not good with any of the editing or anything like that, but it, you know, but this means that, you know, anybody can do this. Anybody can do a YouTube, get a YouTube channel for whatever reason, and you know, you can pick it up. And it does seem daunting, but actually in the end you're just talking to yourself a lot of the time, because that's all you're filming. And we can all talk to ourselves. And that's all it takes. So give it a whirl if you haven't thought about it. Find your hobby. Help your mental health is all I can say, because this has helped mine, definitely. So, yeah. So, on that note, I've done all the 4s. So I will love you and leave you and say thank you very much again for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.